Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On second down, it's Gibson, and he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 40.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Fitzpatrick throwing complete, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
On third down, Gibson, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Gibson.
Charles, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy on the perimeter, he makes you go.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's good.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He'll go underneath with this one to McKissick. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 8 yards out. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Now a carry for Sanders. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Reuben Foster. A 7-yard pickup.
Brings down Sanders. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
6. A gain of 4 yards. And an Eagles first down.
They'll run with Sanders. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 32-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Third play action. Here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, you have no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. You might want to take that course.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. I have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
But 1st down, Hurts. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
His pass.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
A gain of 27.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football.
1st down.
I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Hurts is going to try and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
For the point after.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
1st and 10. At their own 30.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking of,
and looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Adam Humphries on the return. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own.
The Washington offense set to take over again. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 39. 13 yards there and a Washington first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Washington, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Looking to go back to Thomas again. That'll bring up second down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with third and 9 looming. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. To Miles Sanders, 81 yards. yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Humphries. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the ball.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They run the option here on first and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
14.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Fitzpatrick's pass intended for Logan Thomas.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it? Big time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play action pass could very well be open.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. He's going to look deep here for Ward. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscore. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Davion Taylor's there to bring him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 13-yard line.
They'll try to throw here. Fitzpatrick. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And Washington has retaken the lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
27-yard line.
We remind you, lots more to come here this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High.
Brings up 2nd.
Here's Sanders. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
48-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Bird sets up to throw it, escaping the pressure right. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Hurts, he's going to keep this on the option. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
You call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Got a man open. It's Hurts. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
6. Zach Hurts.
Zach Hurts there to make the grab. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Humphries. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington will take
And it's player spotlight time, and we shine that spotlight on Ryan Fitzpatrick. Maybe he's wondering, hey, what else do I have to do? He's playing well as we roll through some of these highlights. Bottom line, though, they're down.
And while he may be wondering, he's got to get that out of his mind. He's got to think to himself, lead, continue to play well, maybe a little bit extra. That's what quarterbacks do when they're trying to get their teams into the victory lane.
See if he can lead them to that victory lane. To throw again on second down. Fitzpatrick over the middle, and it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target, and it's third down.
It's now third down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Washington.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And now it's second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards. Now it's third and 5. Washington on third down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be third and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter, Tress Way, on to punt for Washington, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pass incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's to Fulgham, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And an Eagle
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
You know, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Miles.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line, 43-yard line. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On first down, Sanders. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
The tackle made.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 31.
Down at the 30.
Well, they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now he'll pull it down. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up third down.
Hurts. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on fourth down.
A 30-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good.
His kick is,
and that'll make this a 7-point game.
Eagles 31.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get through.
You sound like you're going negative on
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you would get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
That's good.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First down, Fitzpatrick. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
The first down throw for Fitzpatrick. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Fitzpatrick again. And that'll be complete to the running back Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now a timeout.
Justin Hopkins.
7 seconds left in the first half.
A 35-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good.
The kick,
and that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score, Eagles 30.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on third and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. They'll run in Sanders. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Ball carrier.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive took a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settled things down a little bit.
Fighting his target, it's Ward. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
First pass. Complete to Travis.
So third and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Third and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. The 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
He was taken down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
And they go again with Scott. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
Third and inches.
On the ground with a tight end. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Ertz, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Yeah, that seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Here's Humphreys. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Adam Humphreys on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run, these things worked well for us, and sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Well, if these guys got to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This is taken at the 18. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the third quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys are being stuck.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
He was taken down.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Ward. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Hurts pass.
Jalen Reagor, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion, it felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
Adam.
Oh, good return up past the 30.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 30.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. This is brought in by Gibson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Gibson. That's good.
Boy, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Open man is Samuel, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Out of bounds at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas there to make the grab. And Washington able to cut into that deficit.
Justin Hopkins on for the extra point.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Tackled at the 34-yard line.
A tackle by Cole Holcomb. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run here with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Back now at FedEx Field. The Eagles on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Miles Sanders,
Jimmy Moreland there on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew there'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll get this to Ward. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. On the draw, here's Sanders. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those massive.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Washington will take over first and 10. At their
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a third and 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Brings up second and 5.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and it's third and 5.
Incomplete. Brings up third and 5.
They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards to play.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And it's Graham here, the one who is still down. And looks like he's in some pain. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson, and he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That's another Washington.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We're getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Or are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And this time he is in. Antonio Gibson, now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You got yours. You got one of those Abe Lincoln there.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now back to work from Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
He continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. They go play action with Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 29 yards, first down. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 32. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. 3rd down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
First down, Philadelphia.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good.
The kick is good.
And that will get the lead up to 14.
55.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. So after he looked really good early, they haven't been able to find the big tight end as much. What gives?
Well, sometimes that's not in the game plan defensively. They're trying to take away other people, or they weren't expecting him to get off to such a hot start. But now, they know he's out there. They've made a few adjustments, surrounded with a few more people, a few different coverages. Let's see if he makes the adjustments now. Does he change up a few things to try and work his way open?
44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
That's good.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Washington, first down. First down and 10 yards.
Again, it's Fitzpatrick. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. A gain of 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
5-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Miles Sanders.
He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23-yard
line.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
The 17-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Philadelphia.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys